It's hard to believe it's been 10 whole years since this game came out. I remember when the trailers for this game were airing on TV. Unfortunately, I didn't own a Gamecube then, so I couldn't actually play it. But just how does it stand up after an entire decade? Let's find out. The story shows Wario sitting in his castle full of treasure after stealing an evil gem known as the Dark Jewel. Unbeknownst to Wario, the Dark Gem is turning all of his gold into monsters. Because gold is apparently the perfect material for creating monsters. Yeah, Nintendo logic. After totally demolishing Wario's castle, the Dark Jewel flees the scene. Not about to let him get away with that, Wario sets out to take his revenge. This game is your basic beat-em-up. You'll punch through monsters and obstacles, try to make your way to the end of each level, and fight a mini-boss, though it's not that simple. In order to access the boss, you'll need to collect several red crystals located in puzzle rooms underneath trapdoors that are scattered around the level. The puzzle rooms range from platforming to just playing around with the room's many functions to try and reach the crystal. Once you have enough, it's Ponin' time! After you defeat the boss, a door will open up to the next level in Treasure Square, which serves as the hub world for the entire game. Aside from just punching enemies, you can also perform one of 3 Mad Moves in order to finish them off. These moves include a power throw, a wild swing ding, and my personal favorite, the Pile Driver. These moves are fun to use to clear out a whole bunch of enemies at once, and are actually required to use in order to finish off stronger enemies and do damage to bosses. Speaking of bosses, there are 2 varieties in this game. Mini-bosses, which you'll fight at the end of each level, and major bosses, which you'll fight at the end of each world. Though I figure that's pretty obvious in this day and age. Both types are way too easy to beat, and though some of them are a bit tricky, I never had too hard a time taking them out to the garbage dump. Besides red crystals, there are gold fragments of a Wario statue to collect in and out of puzzle rooms. If you find all the fragments in one level, it will add half a heart to your current HP. There are also spritlings to rescue that will give you tips upon freeing them, and several treasures in each level to find that will unlock WarioWare games to download on your Game Boy Advance. Though, I don't have one, so that's out of the question for me. Despite how I've been praising this game for the most part throughout this review, there are 2 major problems with this game. It's way too easy and way too short. This game has 4 worlds, each with 2 levels. That comes to a total of 8 levels, and though some of them are pretty long, it doesn't change the fact that it's basically a short cakewalk. I beat this game in 3 days, and that's because I stopped playing it to save some for later. Aside from all that, if you enjoy beat-em-ups, you'll really like Wario World. It has fun gameplay and plenty of goodies to go searching for. Unfortunately, the game is very short and so easy even an amateur player could skip through this game singing tra-la-la-la-la. Even if you somehow die, you can just revive yourself with the coins dropped from enemies. In the long run though, Wario World is still a fun game to play. I got my copy used for about $11, which is a fair price in my opinion. I give this game an 8 out of 10.